All right, for those that don't know, my name is Joey. Most people know me by Snow Rock. So, if you haven't seen my channel before and this is your first time, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the share. Send it to me. It don't matter. Send it to somebody. I mean, send it to yourself. Uh, I'm a, I'm a white boy. Grew up in the hood, Southeast San Diego. Ended up joining the Crips, and you know what I'm saying. Spent my life, on the streets and ripping and running and gang banging. Ended up, you know what I'm saying, in and out of prison. Spent over 20 years in majority maximum security prisons in the California State, the CDC, Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation. Yeah, right. But I'm living my best life now. I've been out longer than I've been out since I was 9 years old. I'm a married man now. I got a career. I got a blessed life. I got people that care about me. I got people that support me. I got people that got my back, and that's not something I'm used to. And if anybody knows me, you know what I mean. You already know. Like I said, I spent most of my life in some kind of incarceration. A quick story. So I'm in Donovan. This is Donovan. I was on in Donovan for 8 years. So in all that time, it got to the point where all the staff knew about the white boy who was a Crip, because there's not many. You know what I mean? This is not a big thing. White Crips are rare, and you know what I'm saying. So by now I have a reputation. I've been walking the yard, and you know what I'm saying. I got a open invitation, 1-on-one. Anybody that got a problem, come 1-on-one, and you can get a head up fade. I'm not turning down nothing. And I'm from San Diego. I'm a Crip, so San Diego Crips. That's the way we ran. You know what I mean? If you got a problem, it's gonna be 1-on-one, and you know what I'm saying. We ain't turning down no fades. That's the way it is. And so I'm on the yard for some years, and it was evening time. So in the evening we have lockup, and after lockup, day rooms at like 8:30. They lock everybody up at 8:45, and then they do count at 9 o'clock. And then after that, the police do shift change and they leave, and then they don't come back and count for a long time. So this is a perfect time for you people that want to smoke their little marijuanas, or you know what I'm saying, do whatever. This is a good time because no one's going to be coming around for a while. You have a little time. So they did the count, and I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying, I don't have a cellie, so I have the cell to myself. So I take everything off the floor and I put it on the top bunk, and I clean everything, top to bottom, floor, scrubbing. Clean everything, right? I ain't got nothing but time. So this is where I live, and for people that don't understand, this is basically a bathroom. I have a concrete, 6 by 12 or 8 by 12. I don't even think it's that big. But you have a metal toilet. You have metal lockers on the wall for the top bunk and for the bottom bunk. You have a desk in front of the window, which the window is this big, literally that big. I know because my face used to fit right there, and I used to just stare out the window, hoping to see a rabbit or a bird. All you see is rats. But yeah, so you have a desk in front of the window with a stool that's built into the wall, and then two bunks on the wall. And then you have, the urinal with the sink on top, and a vent blowing air in and a vent sucking air out. That's it. So I'm in there, I'm scrubbing the cell, cleaning everything up. They're doing their count time, and now they leave. Count's over. So now I got me a joint. So I roll up the joint. I'm smoking a cigarette in the cell. We were allowed to smoke back then. This was back in the day. This was like, 2002. Something like that. But anyway, I'm up in the cell cleaning up, and I'm, taking my break. I'm sweaty. I'm sitting there in my drawers. Ain't nobody in the cell, so I smoke my little joint, and then out of nowhere, the sergeant, I hear somebody coming up the stairs, because my cell is right in front of the cells. I'm in 245. And so the police coming up the stairs, and I jump up, and I put the joint in my mouth. It's halfway gone. I'd have hit it twice, but I still got a mouthful of smoke. So I sit back on the bed with a lit cigarette, and I light a cigarette before he gets to my cell. So I'm sitting there with the cigarette in my mouth, and I'm cutting up some food, so I'm making me something to eat now. So now I had already took the mattress from the top bunk and put it on my bunk and made my bed with an extra mattress So I'm extra fluffy tonight. You know what I mean? You know, I got comfort, a little extra, you know what I mean? You don't get extras. So you make do with what you got, you know, and I already, you know what I'm saying, had two mattresses, so now I got three. And I got it all wrapped up and hooked up, mattress, you know what I'm saying, clean, you know what I'm saying, fresh. I buy brand new sheets from the laundry workers, you know, because they get them, put them aside. I pay them to give me new stuff, you know what I mean, every so often so that my stuff stays fresh. I have to live here, so I'm making the best of it. So anyway, I mean, this cop comes to my door and tells me I got a celly. I'm like, what? Nah. He's like, yeah, you got to take that mattress off, you know what I'm saying, and give it up. I see you already took it. So I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying, you know, now I got this joint under my tongue and I'm talking to the dude. And then he comes up and it's like, it's the homie Knockout from Rollin 60's neighborhood. So he had got into a fight like a month or two ago, something like that. And he had got into it over something, you know what I'm saying? They was drunk. You know, there's a lot of people that make prison wine, so you know, people be getting tipsy and shit happens, you know, that's the way it is. So he had got into it with somebody, it wasn't a big thing, you know what I'm saying, you know, but they went to the hole because, you know, they got into it and they got caught up, you know what I mean, you know, went to the hole. Caught a case, got a little extra time. If you stay clean for a little while, you get your time back. So after they got done in the hole, we ain't got no problem. Oh no, we don't have no problem. Okay, well we're gonna let you go back to the yard. Okay, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna let you go back to the yard. So they do their little classification or whatever to justify, you know what I'm saying, the millions of dollars that they're milking the system out of. But anyway, you know what I mean, so Knockout comes back and it's like, hey Snow, you know what I mean, as soon as the police leave and lock the door, and you know what I'm saying, Knockout turns around and is like, where it's at? I smell it. And I'm like, so it's still a half a joint, you know what I mean? He took it, put it in some toilet paper, and put it in the vent and dried it out. A few minutes later, you know what I'm saying? You know, I had to take my mattress apart and take my bed apart, you know what I'm saying, and give him the mattress back. So he gave him a mattress, you know what I'm saying? You know, he slid up on the top bunk. And then, you know what I'm saying, a few minutes later, that joint was dried out. We was up in there high. You know, but that's the thing. You make the best out of a bad situation. You got to be in that situation, so might as well make the best of it. So knockout from Rolling 60's, wherever you at, Key. Hope all is well. Keep your head up, you know what I'm saying? You know, keep it hood. All right, people, I'm gonna keep this one short. You hit that like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.